Welcome to ETH Daily, a daily briefing on the latest in Ethereum. Here's your latest for Friday, April 10th, 2026. Scroll overcharges its users for transaction fees. World Liberty Fi borrowing strains Dolomite liquidity. A new proposal aims to redirect staking rewards to builders. And Zerion temporarily disables its web app. All this and more starts right after this message. Lido now offers more than staking. Lido Earn lets you deploy ETH or stablecoins into curated DeFi strategies for daily auto-compounded earnings with transparent allocations and first loss protection. Grow your rewards with Earn ETH and Earn USD on stake.lido.fi/earn. Scroll, an EVM equivalent ZK rollup, manually increased its fee scalars by over 1000x, leading to significant overcharging of its users for transaction fees. According to L2Beat, it resulted in over $50,000 in excess fees charged. The scalars control how much users pay for Layer 1 data, but the fees were far higher than the underlying costs. Engineers from Succinct reported paying over $20 per transaction for its relayer on the Layer 2 network. The inflated fees coincided with EtherFi migrating its credit card infrastructure from Scroll to OP mainnet. Although Scroll later reduced the scalars by 160x, fees still remain about 8 times above the baseline without apparent reason and no response from the Scroll team. World Liberty Financial, an Ethereum-based DeFi platform by the Trump family, deposited 5 billion World Liberty Fi tokens from its treasury as collateral to borrow $75 million, compromising 65 million in USD1 and 10 million in USDC stablecoins using the Dolomite lending protocol on Ethereum mainnet. Notably, Dolomite co-founder Corey Kaplan is an advisor to World Liberty Financial, raising conflicts of interest concerns. The large collateral deposits have driven utilization rates on Dolomite to peak levels, leaving many stablecoin depositors unable to withdraw their assets. Utilization has exceeded 80% in the USD1 pool and 90% in the USDC pool. Since the World Liberty Fi token has thin liquidity, a potential liquidation could result in bad debt for Dolomite and losses for regular depositors. World Liberty Financial has already transferred about $40 million to Coinbase Prime, likely for off-ramping. Ethereum Foundation public goods researcher Devansh Mehta proposed an in-protocol mechanism to redirect a portion of Ethereum stake-in rewards towards funding developer teams that improve the operator and validator experience. The aim is to trade slightly lower validator yields for a stronger ecosystem and higher long-term ETH value. The proposal would be introduced in a hard fork and coordinated through the Ethereum Validators Association. Validators would signal their gas capacity, the share of rewards they're willing to redirect, and their preferred funding recipients. If a majority supports a redirect, the same contribution would be applied across all validators. And lastly, Zerion, a leading portfolio tracker and wallet provider, is advising users to temporarily avoid its web app while it investigates suspicious activity. As a precaution, it has taken the web app offline and blocked access using blockade to mitigate risk. Zerion confirmed that user funds remain safe, with only the web app affected. The iOS and Android mobile apps, as well as the browser extension wallet, continue to operate securely. Zerion later stated the attack has been contained. In other news, Aave has increased its deposit caps for Aave v4. This has been a roundup of today's top news stories in Ethereum. You can support this podcast by subscribing and following us at ETH Daily. Also subscribe to our newsletter at ethdaily.io.